What is up, everybody? Welcome to a fresh take. I got with me Sandstorm. How you doing, man?
What up? What up? I'm doing great.
Okay, so Marvel, I guess it was yesterday during the Rams Cardinals game. They showed the first trailer for Moon Knight. Now, Moon Knight is the next series coming to Disney Plus. So, of course, we got to do our reaction to it. Now, I will not lie to you. I did watch it this morning while I was at work.
I did the same thing.
I mean, I'm sorry. You can't put that. I wasn't gonna wait all day. I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all like that. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Y'all know that. I was not going to sit there and wait. So I've already seen it once, but we're gonna watch it, go through it, and then we're gonna give our thoughts on the trailer for Moon Knight. So let's do that now.
Hello, and welcome to Staying Awake.
I have a sleeping disorder. I can't tell the difference between my waking life and dreams.
Hello, and welcome to Staying Awake.
It had to hurt.
I think I'm losing it.
Real catch you are. You're bloody useless, Stevie.
Stephen. I can't tell the difference between life and dreams.
Thank you.
Lost the contact lens.
Hope you find it.
Thanks.
Hold the phone. Now hold the phone.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're alive. What's wrong with you, Mark?
Why did you call me Mark? It must be very difficult.
The voice in your head.
Shut up!
There's chaos in you. Embrace the chaos. At night.
Okay. So
Mhm.
so all right. All right. So your thoughts.
I think that this is potentially probably the best story ever to ever come out. I mean, just it's crazy how Poe Dameron just managed to escape the universe and just wind up in this weird place, and now he has woken up and just weird things are happening. There's no droids around, and he's starting to go crazy. I mean, I understand he's starting to go crazy. Uh, no, all jokes aside, no, I think it was a really good trailer. I I I like how they're really hitting home that he's really schizophrenic. The interesting thing, the one thing that I was always thinking about, even when they were talking about Moon Knight being a thing, a show, was how were they really going to do his costume? Was it going to be more along the lines of like, you know, a Batman and Robin style? He just throws
Oh,
on the costume. Is it going to be a part? And I kind of get, I, to be honest with you, I kind of get like Spawn vibes, just like how they throw the suit on him. It
mhm.
just wraps up into him. He kind of turns around his, he's got the
The
what
hood
is that
and
called?
the
The
and
hood,
the
yeah,
yeah.
and just the look of him, um, just just overall raw. I'm kind of glad they didn't like really show off what he could do. I feel like that should remain a mystery for people who don't really know Moon Knight like that.
Mhm.
Um, with that being said, I wish they could have showed us a little more action to it, but yeah, overall, I feel like the trailer did what it needed to do.
Yeah, I mean, 'cause for a first trailer, that ain't bad. because I will be the first to tell anybody I have not read the Moon Knight stuff. I am familiar with the character because he has shown up in Avengers, Black Panther, and other comics that I do read. But as far as like his own series, I haven't really kept up with it. So I know the surface level stuff. Like Mark Spector is a merc; he's a mercenary, and he goes to do a job in Egypt. And oh boy,
That's when it gets complicated.
sometimes you really should listen to the natives when they tell you that it is cursed. So
Yeah.
but yeah, that's pretty much how he gains his abilities because he's pretty much working for Khonshu. So that's my knowledge of the character. But Oscar Isaac, I've always liked the actor. I just hated his agent. And what I mean by that is like
he doesn't. He gets,
Apocalypse, man. Apocalypse
yeah.
is one of my favorite Marvel villains. And because 20th Century Fox and Bryan Singer didn't know what the hell they were doing, they screwed that entirely. They screwed that all the way up. That was not his fault. That I put that all on the writing, the producers, the director, all of that. The Star Wars stuff, as far as like the sequel trilogy, it started off decent, but once again, it's a situation in which it got too convoluted. They didn't know where they wanted to go with it, and the actors did the best they could with what they had. So I'm actually interested in seeing how this pans out because you can get as mad as you want to at Marvel. They do have consistency in how they run their ship.
Yep.
So you should know what to expect by now. Now, I do like that this first trailer hinges on the whole psychological thriller aspect of it. Like he doesn't know what he's doing and he doesn't know who he is, and because he's probably in one of his other personalities. So I like that aspect of it. So it's going to be a very interesting series because to be completely fair, while I would say Daredevil is more of the Batman of Marvel, a lot of people like to say it's actually Moon Knight. I tend to disagree with that, but that's neither here nor there.
I think it's because of all, I feel like he's like a cross between, almost like a cross between Moon Knight and Nightwing, but like with a darker tone. I can't even say a darker tone to it because it gets pretty dark in Batman too. So
yeah, I mean, yeah, it gets depending on what story they're telling. Yeah, it does get pretty dark in some of those stories, but like, yeah. And as far as the suit is concerned, look, it's always a comic book fan's worst nightmare because we don't know what these suits. Because sometimes the suit works on the page, but it does not work in live action. But once again, I got to give it to Marvel and DC. They found ways to make the suits work. All except for one from DC, and that's their Green Lantern one. Because I agree with Ryan Reynolds; they shouldn't have made it animated.
They're gonna go back to the drawing board on that one. I believe that's not gonna be the last time.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, for the most part, though, I think Marvel and DC have done a great job in their costumes, making the costumes, bringing them to life and making it work, even from the page to the screen. So I give them props for that as well, because once again, that costume. Oh boy, it's a tough one to pull off, and they were actually able to pull it off. I like the way it looked when he turned around and he's walking toward the camera. I like the way it looked.
Yeah, it's cool because it almost looks like he just got mummified. The way that it wraps around him, I like how they kind of went into their bag and really pulled out something tricky like that. So I almost feel like his mask is black, isn't it? Like he's not all white. I felt like it was like white suit, black kind of covering, but
I don't know how it was originally. I know like when they because like he's in the Marvel Ultimate Alliance game, it's all white. It's straight white. It's all white. Like they have the crescent moon shape is like kind of like indented. It's kind of gold indented and late, so you can tell that's his symbol. But other than that, it's straight white. So
yeah, I mean, yeah, I like the way the way they made him look in this is I think it's gonna do it justice. And we already know Marvel does some really good storytelling for the most part.
Yeah.
So um this 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 series is not gonna be a laid back series.
No,
Um
I don't expect that.
especially if you're probably gonna get what 6 episodes like we
Yeah,
have been lately.
'cause I think outside of WandaVision and What If, and
Hmm.
WandaVision really could have been 6 episodes. They were
Yeah,
doing that sitcom format. Um,
right.
but the rest of them have been 6, and I think this is going to be 6. I think that's a good number of episodes. I really
Yeah,
do,
yeah.
because you don't have any filler. Number one,
Mm-mm.
you don't it's forcing the writer to get to the point.
Hmm.
So you don't have time to sit up and be like stuff that's inconsequential to the story. You don't have time to throw that in there. You got to talk
Yeah.
about what this episode is going to be, the next part of the next chapter. You can't keep, you know, let's talk about feelings and love and humanity. No, we ain't got time for that.
No.
We ain't got time for that. No, we got to get to the point. We got to hit these story beats and we got to keep it going. And
No.
they've been doing a great job with that, in my opinion, so far. So
Yeah, it also I guess too it also with 6 episodes it makes the consumer or the watcher um really want more after that because I feel like that's something that we say a lot of times after episode 6. It's like, man, I can't wait for season 2, or
yeah,
I can't
and
wait until we see the next time we see such and such. So
and,
yeah,
and
I think
and I got to give Marvel props. They've told people, hey, all these series ain't getting no season 2.
all right.
So like, I know y'all happy, but y'all gonna have to go to the movie. We doing this so when they show up in the movie, we ain't got to waste 20 minutes explaining to you who this person is.
All right, you
You know,
can
and
get the hoorays out right there.
yeah, like that's the thing, and I think that's the thing that's gonna help, because if you use your shows as a bridge for your movies, so when people go to the theater, they already know who these people are. We don't have to waste. That's like one of my big complaints about superhero movies is all of them don't need to be no 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Hmm.
They don't.
Hmm.
Like some of them you can get away with 2 hours. 2 hours to me is a sweet spot.
Oh yeah,
But 2 hours and 30 minutes, 2 hours 45 minutes, no. Yeah.
I'm
Only
stretching it.
only certain movies should do that, and no, just get to the point. And I think the how they're doing this makes the most sense, because hey, you got Disney Plus. We done told y'all you need to get Disney Plus. It's gonna be on Disney Plus. And when you go to the theater, if you don't know who that is, that ain't on us. That's on you.
Right.
Because I
I
would not be
think one.
surprised if he shows up at some point in a movie.
Oh, I'm pretty sure. I don't think he's gonna be like. I think he's just gonna like show up, kind
Yeah,
of almost like Blade style. Um, one thing I do like too is that the I need a woman trope is not in this trailer, and I hope it's not a thing at all. Cause like I don't need all my superheroes to have a woman that they gotta fight for, or
yeah,
that they gotta make sure it's okay, or you know what I mean. Like this at least from the trailer looks like it's solely focused on him, which
it needs to be.
yeah, that's that's
Yeah,
that's what I think it. That's what I think it should be. Like I said, not every superhero needs. Like with Hawkeye, that was more understandable.
yeah,
He was work. He had a protege. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
And
Loki,
she's taking his place essentially.
yeah.
Yeah,
Loki had other Loki. That was understandable.
yeah,
Like the explanation of that. But like, not every show needs that.
yeah.
Needs somebody to save. So yeah.
That's one of those tropes that I'm kind of glad they're kind of moving away from, because they did that in
Mm,
Captain Marvel. I'm like, the Captain Marvel movie had its problems, but one of the things that I liked about it was they didn't have a love interest. And I'm like, yes, because they didn't need one.
no, it
They didn't
doesn't.
need one. Tell you that doesn't have anything to do with the story. So
Nope.
I like that they are trying to move away from that, because to me, half the time it just gets in the way and it adds another 15, 20 minutes. If people want to come
Hmm.
watch a movie, they're gonna come watch the movie.
Right. It's unnecessary to try and make them.
Now I
They don't
understand
really.
why they used to do it back in the day. Back in the day, I understood why the trope got started. I
Yeah,
understand, but nowadays it just feels forced a lot of the
it's
times.
back on. Yeah.
Yeah. So unless it just makes the story feel organic, there ain't no point in having it.
Hmm.
Just and like this, we need to spend time knowing who Mark Spector is because that should be taking up the majority of the time. And like it'd be different if he wasn't like a schizo, but if
Right,
that
right.
they ain't gonna have. I don't think they would have time to do all that.
I mean, the only this show doesn't really look like it's about to be one of those like funny shows
Oh
anyway.
no,
Like
it's gonna.
slide in any kind of funny to it.
Yeah.
But the only funny I would accept is if this man really was thinking he was Steven at some point, and a girlfriend shows up or something like that, and she's like, "Mark, it's me." Like, how do you not understand? Like we've been together for so long. He like, this girl's crazy. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
like, I think that's where the comedy's gonna come from. Like, because look, Marvel's gonna put some. You're gonna laugh at some point.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna
Oh
laugh
yeah.
at some point. Like you met. Don't deny it. Don't fight it. You're gonna laugh at some point. I love when people try to pretend like that's a bad thing. That's not a bad thing.
Right.
But I think like with this, the way they're gonna do it is gonna be like one of those personalities is gonna be comic relief
Hmm.
because that's usually how that works.
Right. Right.
Or you could just have
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds show up as Deadpool, and then you don't even have to
I
worry
was
about that.
just
But
thinking that I was like, man, this guy is like the first step into
the
like the Ryan Reynolds territory without
yeah,
being Deadpool. But
yeah,
he's not. But he's not nearly as crazy.
not nearly as crazy. Yeah, yeah. That's one thing. He's not near. He's way more serious than Wade is.
Yeah.
Wade does stuff to get the job done, but also make a live action Looney Tunes thing that happens that is going to kill you. But you're gonna laugh when it
That man,
happens.
that man has lost his mind.
Yeah. So I am looking forward to this. So that's March 30th for this one. So I'm thinking She-Hulk is the one that's after that, or Miss Marvel. One of the two is after that. And whichever one that I mentioned, the other one's gonna be after that one. So I
What
think
are we
that's how they
getting in?
usually. Hmm?
What's in February again? Is that Obi-Wan?
No, that's Star Wars. That's the Star Wars show. Cause I think it may be Bad Batch. I think
Oh, okay.
because Book of Boba Fett's supposed to end right at the beginning
Say
of February. Yeah.
next week, maybe.
No, because they got 7 episodes and we're just
Oh,
hit
do they? Oh,
4.
yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
So it'll
Okay.
end like at the beginning of February, probably the second week of February. But I think if I gotta go back and look because they put the list out because basically what happens is going Star Wars Marvel, Star Wars Marvel, Star Wars Marvel. That's pretty much how it's going. So
Right.
if this is March 30th, we may not get anything. I don't think we're getting anything Star Wars next one. I think it's March is going to be Moon Knight. I think after that is Bad Batch season 2, and then I think after that is whichever one, She-Hulk or Miss Marvel. Then after that is either Ahsoka or the Obi-Wan series. So it goes
Okay.
like that. So through
Okay.
to the end of the year, because I think the last thing at the end of next year is supposed to be Mandalorian. I think that's supposed to be at the end of the year. I think
Okay.
so. Yeah, but hey, that was dope for a first trailer. Now the second trailer, because of course they're gonna have a trailer. They're gonna have to have a trailer at the end of February or in March to get people
Oh,
even
of
more
course.
hyped up for it. So
Of
at that
course.
one, do you think they're gonna? Do you think that was when they start showing a little bit of what he can do?
Yeah, I definitely think it's gonna start off with uh if 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 I imagine and see Marvel and Disney and their trailers right, it's gonna start off probably somewhere around where that last one ended with him turning around and you see him as Moon Knight. And then you get a black screen, and then it shows up with him, maybe with his weapons or something like that. He's taken on a couple of smaller time villains, probably like one of his early fights or something like that.
Mm.
And then you get another black screen, and then you probably see him like coming out of the suit, and it looks like him being crazy, and then it flips over to Ethan Hawke, and Ethan Hawke is talking to him, and then you get a black screen. Yeah, that's basically how I'm seeing it.
That makes sense.
Is you're gonna get more of the fighting of Moon Knight and probably see his combat prowess. And I think you'll probably see that little quick little piece that they showed him jumping over buildings.
Yeah,
you probably see that too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's about as far as it's gonna go.
Yeah, because that's what I'm thinking. At this point, they're probably going to do a little bit of that, and probably show a little bit more of the action, so they can get people enticed to like, okay, I gotta watch this. That's what I'm thinking.
You probably get that Egyptian piece too, like
yeah, because they got to go to Egypt. They got to go to
put his
Egypt
hand on something he shouldn't have, and that's you're gonna get that small little cut before a blackout screen. So
yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man, because I think all of this is leading to Midnight Suns.
I hope so.
You got Blade, you got Moon Knight, Ghost Rider's supposed to be coming. I don't know how they're gonna do Ghost Rider or not, but they already did them. Well, they did them in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so you already got that as your lead in if you want to. So you already got like if they go in toward Midnight Suns with that side of Marvel, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. So, all right. Yeah, I think a lot of people like that. So, people, leave a comment. Let us know what you thought about the trailer. What are you looking forward to from Moon Knight? Will you be watching it? Have you re-upped your Disney Plus subscription? Because I know most of y'all have, even though y'all say y'all hate it. And we will see you guys if nothing else happens this week. If nothing else happens this week, we'll see you guys Sunday at 7. All right. Peace out, peeps.
Peace.